going on? Happy, what's today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Y'all, the days are getting away from me. Let me share to. Um, okay, while we're getting started, I want to say hello to my parents and to my sister and to all of my lovely family members and friends who watch your girl. Thank you. Okay. Eh, And here you go. Stay out hourly. Pin a comment. All right. Hey, friends. Okay, we're all shared out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We're not doing Clubhouse today because it's Tuesday. We've got a nice, hey, J Miles 153. How are you? I've got a nice lineup of stories for you guys. If you are even mildly interested in NFTs, we have a story tangential to that. If you have ever heard the phrase doom scrolling or played the video game Doom, we have a story for you. And one of the beloved characters from The Office is a little more famous than he intended to be. We're going to talk about all of that, and also Walmart. Who's it? Target and Vans are in another tiff over some shoes. Okay. Um, see if I have this picture in here that I can show you guys. And of course, I don't. Okay, that's fine. But we're gonna have a good time. So get comfy. And it's 8:05, so we are going to get started. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, you're like, who's this lady? I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like making sure you have your articles of incorporation, getting your EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, making sure you have contract templates for clients and partners, so you don't get left holding the bag. Making sure that you have proper hiring and training strategies so you don't get sued for discrimination, and brand protection strategies so people don't steal your business ideas. I can help you with these things and much, much more. If you're wondering why I'm qualified, I am a licensed attorney, have been one for 15 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you need to know. There's no way around it, okay? So this is what I'm here to help you with. So if you're in the startup phase of your business and you need some help, getting your ducks in a row, if you're trying to get your products into big box stores, if you are trying to build business credit, if you're trying to get business loans, if you're trying to collaborate with larger brands, this requires you to be a legitimate business. So let me help you help yourself. All right. So book a free 15-minute consultation. You can do that by going to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. That is the only link in my bio on Instagram, and it's all over my page on Facebook. Yes. What else? Linktree / NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. That is all. Linktree / NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and the podcast, because you're not going to be able to make every live episode, but you can always catch up at your leisure on, on YouTube or on the podcast, so you can either watch it or listen to it. Linktree / NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can access show merch. Okay, like we have a lot of loyal followers to the show. So if you want a T-shirt or you want a mug, especially it's holiday season, if you know someone watches this show and they enjoy it, pick up something for them. Okay. Um, and Linktree / NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can get many of my digital products. So for the month of November, we are focusing on store policies, and insurance, and protecting your business. So for those of you, particularly if you own a craft shop, I have created a guide of store policies that you should have that are fully customizable, so that you can set the rules out ahead of time for your clients, so you're not going back and forth and possibly being left holding the bag because your client didn't know what the rules were to shop with you. Okay. Um, so yeah, Linktree / NPL Consulting Firm for all things having to do with me. Hold on. A little bit, Instagram is being a little bit testy. Um, Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right. So yeah, so that is the business side. We have covered that. So now we can get to the reason why we are here. All right, for anybody who's watching, just in case you are new, this is how the show works. I pull stories from the news, stories from blog sites, stories that you lovely people send to me. And I pull the ones that have lessons that we can learn as business owners, and we talk about them. Okay, so this is the time for you to get involved. Don't be shy. Ask your questions. Give me your comments. Hello, Canna Cape Cod. Ask your questions, give your comments. It's so much more fun if you're interactive. Guys, Canna Cape Cod DC just came in. If you are looking for an amazing all-inclusive stay in the heart of DC, I really encourage you to check them out. It is Black woman owned, and it is an amazing experience. So go check out Canna Cape Cod DC. Okay. But yeah, so those are all of my intros. And now we can get to the show. All right. So again, before we even get to the stories, I want to remind you guys, especially my people who make things, my creatives, it's holiday time. People are going to be commissioning things from you. You want to make sure that you have your policies in order ahead of time. You shouldn't be discussing your return policy when someone is asking for their money back. They should know what your return policy is ahead of time. They should know what your warranties are. They should know what your payment plan looks like. So if you need help with setting those things up, make sure you pick up policies every craft shop owner needs. It is the first link in my the first link when you go to Linktree / NPL Consulting Firm. All right. Okay. So let's get to our stories. All right. If you have heard of Republic Records, please give me a music emoji, any type of music emoji. It can be an instrument, musical notes. If you have ever heard of Republic Records, give me some type of musical emoji. All right. If you have not heard of Republic Records, they manage the catalogs of artists such as Hey Margaret. They manage the catalogs of artists such as okay, Canna Cape Cod. They manage Taylor Swift, Drake, Stevie Wonder, and much more. So they're no slouch. I've heard of Republic Records before they're out there, right? Um, and they have a lot of intellectual property in their hands because they manage so many artists. They have a lot of copyrights and things that that brings them in a lot of money, and a lot of trademarks that bring them in a lot of money. Well, And also Republic Records, they are trying to get into the NFT business, right? I'm sure you guys have been hearing about NFTs and you're like, what the heck is an NFT? So I'm not an expert, so I'm giving you the very simple explanation that I was able to glean from my, little bit of research. An NFT, from what I can gather, is essentially a certificate of authenticity that you can purchase for a piece of art or a piece of music or something like that, right? And it's this certificate of authenticity is stored in the blockchain and you are the only one who owns it. That's about as in depth as I can get with it. If you want me to do an NFT class, let me know and I can find an expert to come on here and talk about NFTs with us. Okay. Anyway, Republic Records, they're trying to get into the NFT business, probably for special releases for the list of artists on their roster. Okay. The problem is a company in 2016 started up. This company has been calling themselves Republic Investments. Okay. They are, like their name, they are an investment firm. They specialize in helping people invest in cryptocurrency, real estate, video games, and they also invest in startups. Uh, with this company, Republic Investments, you can also buy. Hi, Jarek. Oh, hey, Jarek. Hi, Jumi. Hi, G. Yes. So with Republic Investments, they are also in the business of helping people invest in NFTs. Hello, Lucy 723. Right. Um, NFTs for unreleased songs. And when you buy these NFTs, you can collect royalties, you can get perks, you can win tickets and merchandise when the songs that you have NFTs to are streamed. So thank you. So if you, let's say you buy an NFT for an unreleased Drake song, right? Or a rare Drake song, and that song gets played somewhere or it's licensed out to another company. Basically, as an investor in that Drake NFT, you would get, some type of perk, whether it be money, whether it be merchandise, whether it be, tickets, things like that. So this is what Republic Investments is getting into. And Republic Records is very worried. Republic Records, hey 76 Grimke, they have sued Republic Investments for trademark infringement. They are saying, look, Republic Investments, we are totally okay with helping you people invest in cryptocurrency, real estate, video games, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to the music industry, that is our lane. So for you to be helping people invest in NFTs having to do with music, you are stepping on our toes. So Republic Records is suing Republic Investments for trademark infringement. They're saying that there has already been confusion within the music industry, that, higher ups in the music industry are getting confused between Republic Records and Republic Investments. Remember, I said Republic Records, even though they're a record label, they're getting into NFTs, right? So they're trying to NFT the artist's work. And Republic Investments, they are also helping people invest in NFTs. So I want to know from you guys, do you think that there is a possibility of confusion from what you've heard between Republic Records and Republic Investments? Republic Records isn't trying to shut Republic Investments down. They're just trying to exclude Republic Investments from doing investments that have to do with music or NFTs or whatever, in that range, in that industry, because that is already in an industry that is covered by Republic Records. So do you think that there is room for Republic Records and Republic Investments when it comes to investing in musical NFTs? You're confused, right? Okay. So okay, 76 Grimke said she's confused. And this is what Republic Records doesn't want. So 76 Grimke, I think you came in a little late. So I'm going to give you the rundown just very quickly. We have Republic Records. They manage Taylor Swift, Drake, Stevie Wonder, and more. You have Republic Investments. They help people invest in different things, including music NFTs. We just explained that NFTs are basically like certificates of authenticity for pieces of art or music and things like that. Republic Records does not want Republic Investments to get into the music area because Republic Records themselves is trying to get into NFTs. So they are suing Republic Investments for trademark infringement, right? And from what I see from these answers, you guys are already confused, right? So I think Republic Records, they are doing their due diligence here. They are defending their mark. 76 Grimke said it's too similar. It is very similar, especially if you plan on doing some of the same things. Because how do I know, as a person who may not be that familiar with the music industry, whether Republic Records or Republic Investments, do I know whether they're related to each other? Do I know whether they have the right to sell these things? So Republic Records is trying to basically wall off the musical NFT area from Republic Investments, right? Um, Hello, Lee, the Clean Theory. And this is why when you are choosing, your logos, your business names, your trade names, you want to make sure that you are unique. You don't want to be confused out here with another brand. One, because you don't want to be hit with a trademark infringement suit, and two, you don't. What if someone has a lower quality service or good than what you're offering? You don't want to be confused with them, right? You want to make sure that when people hear your business name, they think of you and you alone, and they think of high quality goods and services. So Republic Records is trying to remove Republic Investments from the musical NFT space. Okay. Um, Now, if you guys know somebody who knows NFTs who can come on here and give us a real rundown and not this 2-year-old definition that I gave y'all, please DM me because I would love a crash course in NFTs. All right? Okay. So do we have any questions about that, about Republic Records versus Republic Investments? Margaret and 76 Grimke, I know you guys said that you were confused. Have I cleared up the confusion for you? Let me know. Hey, let me know. Okay. Um, Let me know. Did I have yeah. Okay. So if we don't have any more questions about that story, I'm going to move on to the next one. All right. 76 Green said I cleared it up. Awesome. Glad I did that. Thank you, Margaret. Okay. Next story. If you have ever heard of the video game Doom, if you have ever heard of the video game Doom, give me a video game controller emoji. If you've ever heard of the video game Doom, Doom, give me a video game emoji. Okay. Doom, there was a movie that was, and I use the term loosely, movie that was based off of the game Doom. It starred Dwayne Johnson. I mean, it was, your typical shoot 'em up, whatever. Um, it was okay, right? Wasn't anything to write home about. Hello, Leak Lock. Um, yes. 76 Grimke said nope, not a gamer. That's fine. Well, even if you haven't played the game, Doom was a popular game not too long ago. I'm sure it's still out there and you can play it, right? But thank you, Jarek. Thank you, Jarek. So you've heard of Doom. Um, Recently, there's been a term that has come into the vernacular. If you have heard of the term doom scrolling, if you have heard of the term doom scrolling, please give me a D in the comments. If you have heard of the term doom scrolling, please give me a D in the comments. And doom scrolling, it's basically when you're just kind of scrolling mindlessly through your social media and you're just taking in all this information. You're not really like present. If you've ever heard of doom scrolling, Give me a D in the comments. Okay. Um, even if you have not heard of the phrase doom scrolling, it's something that's becoming more popular. I've heard it pretty often in the last couple of months, right? There is a thrash metal band that is led by a gentleman by the name of Dustin Mitchell. And Dustin Mitchell is trying to trademark. Never heard the phrase? Okay. Dustin Mitchell is trying to trademark the word doom scroll for his band name. He filed his trademark application with the USPTO, but the creators of the Doom video game are opposing this trademark. Now, when I read this article, they are not necessarily afraid that there's going to be a false association between their video game and this metal band, but as a precaution, because they have a trademark on the word doom, they want to make sure that they zealously defend their mark. So they are saying, hey, doom scroll, we're pretty sure there's not going to be, a whole lot of confusion, but just in case, we want to put you on notice that we know what you're trying to do out here, and we're not like totally opposing you, but we want to make sure that you don't step on our toes. So the people who make the Doom game, they have filed, an opposition, not to literally block the name, but just so that there is a record there saying that, hey, we just want to make sure that you guys know that this has nothing to do with us. So they have filed an opposition just to zealously defend their mark. Now, this is not as bad as, some of the stories we've heard about Monster Energy drink or some of these other brands that try to bully smaller brands, with their trademark, right? Doom is just saying, look, we're putting you on notice just so, there's not a problem here. But do you guys think 76 Grimgay said, what are y'all doing in these trademark streets? So, do you guys think that there is a possibility of confusion between Doom, the video game, and Doom Scroll, the thrash metal band? Is there a possibility of confusion between Doom, the video game, and Doom Scroll, the thrash metal band? What y'all think? What y'all think? Jarek said no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that there is a big possibility of confusion unless the people who make Doom somehow, contracted with Doom Scroll to do some type of, I don't know, score for Doom, which I doubt, because do they even make the Doom game anymore? Anyway, I'm getting off track. But the Doom people aren't necessarily that concerned about confusion. They just want to, make it known that there is a difference. Okay. Jarek said it's a very different industry. 76 Grimke said, I don't see it. I don't see it either. I think this was just kind of a cautionary thing. I think it's just one step below like Monster Energy drink, because Monster Energy drink, if they even think you trying to use an M in your logo, they be like trademark infringement for no reason. But I don't think that they're actually going to try to oppose this trademark. I think it's just a matter of them, securing their space. All right. Okay, before we move on to our final two stories, I want to remind you guys that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business and you are looking for some legal guidance, or if you are trying to, build business credit, get a business loan, get your products into big box stores, get into federal contracting, any of those major moves that you're trying to do with your business, you need to make sure that your business is legitimized. And those are things that I can help you with. So go to linktree/NPL consulting firm and book your free 15-minute consultation today. Okay. All right. Moving on to our next story of the evening. If you have ever owned a pair of vans, if you have ever owned a pair of vans, give me a V in the comments. Okay. If you've ever owned a pair of vans, give me a V in the comments. Now, a while ago, we did a story. Vans had sued Target for trade dress infringement because Target was selling a shoe that was very, very similar. Thank you, Jarek. That was very, very similar to a Vans shoe. And, it was the 76 Grimke said, "Yuck, they look uncomfortable." Yeah. Oh, if you guys, if you want to take a look real quick, go through my stories. I have a picture of Vans. It's basically an infringement suit between Vans and Target. You can check out the picture. But yeah, Vans a while ago had sued Target for trademark infringement for a particular shoe. It was a black kind of suede shoe with white soles and white laces, and had like a white curvy stripe design on the side. And Target had made one that was eerily similar to Vans. Well, apparently Target isn't done. Hi, IG safety is key. Apparently Target is not done. They have what is it? Vans has sued Target again. Vans has come out with two other designs of shoes that they say Target is shamelessly ripping off the design on, and they are suing them for trade dress infringement. So, hi, Fat Wayne. I want you guys to go look in my stories. Look at the sneakers that I have put in there. It should be like one of the it should it's one of the too close for comfort pictures. I want you to go look at those shoes and let me know, is Target really copying Vans, or is Vans doing too much? I want to know from you guys. Do you think, hi Snooty Fox, is Vans doing too much, or is Target really just ripping off their designs? I can't lie. The original shoe that Vans sued Target for, those shoes looked so similar. I would see them out in the street and I couldn't tell one from the other. But I want to know from you guys, as an audience of, reasonable people, if you see these shoes, you can see them in my stories and you see them next to each other. Is Target targeting Vans shoes and ripping off their designs, or is this just an unfortunate coincidence? Um Snooty Fox said Target steals everybody's shoes. Um, oh, Target steal everybody. I'm not even gonna lie. Target makes some nice knockoffs, right? Usually, if you can't, if Target is where we go to get something similar to what we might want from a more expensive store. But these particular shoes that Vans makes, right? Do we think that is it too close? Is Target copying them, or is Vans just kind of doing too much? What do you think? Y'all, I am thirsty. Okay. What do you think? Are the shoes too similar, or does Vans need to go on somewhere? For me, I am Snooty Fox. I'm with you. I mean, that's the whole reason why Target is so popular. 76 Grimke said she's Team Van. Snooty Fox said, I haven't even seen the shoe, and I'll say Target copied. Go check it out. Go check it out. I know you a fashionista over there. Give me your professional opinion, okay? But yeah, This is a recurring problem in the fashion industry. I tell you guys all the time, it's really hard to get intellectual property in the fashion industry because clothing is considered, common unless you create a specific design or fabric or something like that. You really can't get a whole lot of protections. So Vans apparently has gone to the lengths of getting that intellectual property protection from their shoes, and apparently it's a good idea because you have, lower cost brands like Target that are out here basically just ripping off their ideas. Margaret said it looks similar, right? So yeah, so Vans is doing the exact right thing. They are protecting their intellectual property. They got protection for the designs of their shoe, and they are telling the court, hey, we need you to enforce this trade dress because we spent the money to protect the shoe design. Tell them to stop it. So we will wait and see. I'm pretty sure that Target and Vans are going to settle. That's usually how these things end up. Jarek said Vans needs to get that money. Um, I Some money will change hands. I can Usually what happens with this is like they'll settle and then they'll both go to the court and they'll say, "Oh, we've come to an agreement. We're going to dismiss this case with prejudice." And usually, the offending party agrees not to sell the products anymore and cuts the other side a check. But again, this is to remind you guys that nobody is above being jacked for their intellectual property. This is why it's important for you to get your trademarks and your copyrights, because whether you are big, whether you are small, somebody is out there waiting to steal your business idea. Okay. And you don't want to have to not only fight this person for using your intellectual property, but then on top of that, you don't want to also have to prove that it's yours in the first place because you didn't get your intellectual property in order. Okay, so save yourself some of the trouble, secure your intellectual property early so you don't have to prove that it's yours in the first place. Okay, all right. And the last story that we are covering this evening, okay? If you are a fan of The Office, if you were a fan, if you were slash are a fan of The Office, give me a desk emoji. If you were slash are a fan of The Office, give me a desk emoji. Okay, give me the desk. Mm, 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 mm. Give me the desk. Give me the desk. None of y'all like The Office? Michael, was it Michael Scott, Dunder Mifflin, Dwight Schrute, and the Beat Farm? Y'all didn't like The Office? Okay, whatever. Fine. If you did, I guess I'm the only one who liked The Office. If you didn't know, The Office was a comedy series. It was you're not a fan, Margaret? Okay. It was based off of a British series. It did very well in the States. It had some memorable characters. 76 Grim K said it was okay. Y'all are some Office haters. Jarek put desk in some asterisks. Okay. Thank you, Jarek. Well, if you Margaret said I liked Superstore. Okay, you like The Office, Jared. Cool. All right. So whether you loved or hated The Office, um there was you couldn't find the decimals. There was a not a character. There was a cast member on there. I don't remember his character's name, but BJ Novak. He was Mindy Kaling's love interest in The Office. Mindy Kaling, she was the Indian castmate. She's super cute. Um but she was dating this guy in The Office. His real name is BJ Novak. If Jarek, if you remember what his name is, can you put it in the comments, please? Um, but yeah, BJ Novak has a very funny problem happening. Um, on random items, particularly on, sites like AliExpress, or, these places where you can order products from China, Novak's face is showing up on a lot of products. His face has been used for ponchos, for face paint, cologne, and electric razors. Um, Mostly for, products based in Asia, right? Um, Now, we have talked about the right of publicity and using celebrities' faces to sell your items. That is usually a big no no. But apparently, a photo of BJ Novak got uploaded into what is called the Creative Commons, which is essentially a database of royalty free photos that you can use. And somehow a picture of him got uploaded in there, and it has been used on so many different products that BJ Novak actually has a section of his Instagram that is dedicated to products that are using his face to sell their things. Now, BJ Novak, he's taking all of this in stride. He thinks it's really funny. But if he wanted to, he could actually sue these companies that are using his face to sell his products. Hello, Rflesh 87, right? He could sue these companies because it's one thing for your picture to be used in the public domain, but as a celebrity, if you're using his face to make a profit and sell your products, you're supposed to get his permission. BJ Novak, I guess he's not that petty. I'm petty. I would want my money, but he thinks it's funny. But this is just a cautionary tale for you. Don't go around here using celebrities' faces to sell your products if you don't have permission, because you can get sued for a lot of money. There is something called right of publicity. Now, if you use their face, or their photo for something, I'm just making a collage, that's different. But if you are trying to use their face to make money, you can't do that because they make money from their face. So you can't just go and use their face. Kim Kardashian sued somebody for $10 million for using her face without her permission. An app was using her face, okay? Because she makes money with her face. Her face brings in a lot of dough. So if you want to use her face, you got to pay her money. So I just thought that this was very funny. BJ Novak, he has a good sense of humor. But if it was me, I would be suing everybody and be like, run me my check. Okay. But yeah, but those were the stories that I wanted to share with you tonight. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Um, uh, we are going to be back here tomorrow night with more stories. If you find anything that you want me to talk about, please send it to me, DM it to me, however you can reach me. Please make sure that you are booking your one-on-one sessions, guys. I'm going to stop taking sessions about a week before Christmas. So if you have anything you want to get done before 2021, before 2022, I should say, um, make sure you're booking your appointments. Um, as well, my craft store owners, make sure you pick up policies every craft shop owner needs. Set up your return policies and your payment policies now. They're not coming. Holidays are here and people are looking for unique gifts, especially, the supply chain is doing all this nonsense. So I have a feeling that people are going to be shopping a lot smaller this year, and more custom made items because the larger mass produced items just aren't necessarily going to be there. Okay. um, and you want to get your policies in order. As well, make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and the podcast so you can watch this show at your leisure. Thank you so much, 76 Grimke. So I will be back tomorrow. DM me any questions that you have. Do we have any questions before we log off for the night? Do we? Um, do we? Anything? I'm gonna give y'all like 10 more seconds. If not, have a wonderful evening, guys. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Wear your masks. avoid large crowds, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.